Hello friends, welcome to Geeky Rabbit. So today we will be seeing that how to create a test plan for testing the JMS provider subscriber model. So in our previous section, we have seen that how to build a test plan to test the JMS point-to-point model, and now we'll be seeing the other one. So just before starting, let us quickly see what is a publisher subscriber JMS model. So in the publisher subscriber JMS model, a publisher will publish the message to a topic, and the subscriber who have subscribed to that topic each will be receiving a copy of that message. So this is basically simply the working of a publisher subscriber model, and it is also called as one-to-many JMS model. And this is the difference between JMS point-to-point model and publisher subscriber JMS model. So now let us begin, and we'll see that how to create a test plan to test the JMS subscriber provider model in Jmeter. So let us open our JMS console or Jmeter console, and I would be opening a JMS test plan which I've already created. That is this is the JMS point-to-point which we discussed in our previous session, and this is the JMS publisher subscriber which we'll be discussing today. So let's open it. So once it is open, the very basic step that we do in every test plan is to add a thread group. So we have to add a thread group, and we can specify the different number of user as well as the different user properties, just like ramp up period, loop count from here. And the next thing we'll be going in and adding a sampler. That is, go to sampler and just add this JMS publisher sample. So this has already been added, and I have renamed it to publisher for better understanding. So there are certain configuration that we need to do in this, and we will be seeing that what they are. So the initial context factory we have to write as org.apache.activemq.jndi.activemq initial context factory. So here we are using the ActiveMQ service, and that's why we are using this. Then the provider URL will be the TCP colon 127. This is the local host 127.0.0.1, and then we have to give the port number, that is 61616. Then connection factory, we have to rename it as connection factory. The destination is dynamic queues / test, and the setup would be at startup. Again, the number of samplers to aggregate. So let us keep this as 1 first, and then we'll be see why we are giving this count. There are two JMS property that we need to add, that is the SOAP action and the content type. So both value will be java.language.string. So you can select from the drop down, and once you have done this, then in here in the last column we have to give the actual text message that we need to publish. So it can be a XML file or it can be a simple text message. So first of all, we'll go with a simple message, that is test message, and then we need to add the subscriber. So in the same way in which we add the publisher, just go to add sampler and JMS subscriber. So once you click on this, a subscriber will be added here, and there are certain properties that we need to set. So this is the subscriber number 1, so the name is being edited. The initial context factory is the same whatever we have provided in the publisher, as well as the provider URL, as well as the connection factory and the destination. So all these property are the same which we have given in the publisher. So you can see here, so same we have to mention it here. And apart from this, all the other things will be default in the subscriber. In the subscriber 2, this is a mere copy of the subscriber 1, so you can directly copy from here and then paste. Otherwise, you can add from thread group. So just click on add sampler and then the JMS subscriber. So I have added 2 subscriber, and then comes the listeners. So there are 3 listeners. There is view results in table, view results tree, and the graph results. So now what we'll do is we'll run the test plan with keeping this value number of samples to aggregate as 1. So we'll see what happens when it is running. So once it starts to run, You can see the publisher has published the message and the subscriber 1 has also got the message, but the subscriber 2 has not still yet received the message. So it is taking some time. And if we stop, then we'll be seeing the actual error message. So now you can see the status here is failed for the subscriber 2. So if you go in detail, so if you can see here, so 0 message received. So it is saying that 0 message received for this subscriber. So this is happening because the publisher is publishing the message and exactly only one copy is being generated because this number we have kept as 1. So the number of samples to aggregate is 1. So only one subscriber is receiving the message and not the other. So now what we will doing is we will be increasing this to 2, and then we'll also check if we can send an XML as a message. So we'll replace this message with an XML file or anything, whatever you want to do. So I've kept the XML file handy here. So I will take this, and so this is just a book catalog. If you can see, there are 3 rows. So the book ID is there, and whatever author title regarding that book, the properties are mentioned in the XML. So this is a book catalog. And now let us run this plan once again. So just clear out the previous result and we'll be seeing that there are no results. Now if you run this again, just see the difference. So now you can see that all 3 tests has been run successfully and the message has been published, and also it has been received by the 2 subscriber. So now if you go and view results tree, this is the publisher. It says that 2 messages published. So because we have mentioned the number of aggregate sample as 2, so the number of message copy is 2 in here. In here you will also be seeing the request which we have given in the text message. So whatever request is there, it is being shown here, and there will be no response. But for subscriber, you can see in here the response code is 200 and 1 message received successfully. So the request will be seen here, then the response will be seen here. So this is the text message which we have received, and this is again the response data for the second subscriber. So you can see the response data has been successfully captured. So in this way we can test the JMS subscriber provider model in Jmeter, and also we can now will increase this number of threads to 10 and see what happens. So you can see, as per the number of threads you have mentioned, the request would be sent by the publisher subscriber, and you will be getting the successful response. So 10 times the request has been sent. So in this way, we have created a JMS publisher subscriber test plan in our Jmeter and ran it successfully. Okay, so that's all for today, and hope you like it. Goodbye.